Ethiopia is a remarkable country, being one of the oldest in the world and one of the few African lands that resisted European colonization during the era of Europe's new imperialism, which spanned from the late 19th to the early 20th century. Ethiopia retained its sovereignty, and to truly understand the magnitude of this accomplishment, we must travel back some 4,000 years in the past, to the year 2000 BC. Some sectors of Christian beliefs ordain that Ethel was the first true king of Ethiopia. The word El meaning supreme and creator, and Ethel meaning the gift of God, it is fitting that Ethel was divinely ordered to settle Ethiopia in 2000 BC. This was done with the plan that Jesus Christ's birth would be met by Ethel's descendants, who would bring to Bethlehem gifts from their country, gold, myrrh, and incense, guided by a star. Ethel did as instructed and settled in modern-day Gazim, where God renamed Ethel Ethiop, meaning the gift of yellow gold to God, and his land was named Ethiopia. Ethiop's descendants fulfilled their duty upon Jesus' birth, 12 of them having become kings in their Ethiopian empire. The nation Ethel established met a major battle for autonomy roughly 3,900 years after a settlement in the year 1895. European powers looking to colonize Africa during this new imperialism age intended to exploit Africa's natural resources and, unfortunately, succeeded in dividing and conquering almost all of the continent. Enter Menelik II, one ruler of a then-divided Ethiopia who desired to come to power as the nation's emperor. He began negotiations with the Italians in the hopes of undermining and succeeding the current emperor, and his efforts were rewarded. He and the Italians signed a treaty shortly after he declared himself emperor in March of 1889. Menelik II exchanged official recognition of his power for Italian control of Eritrea. There was a catch, however, in which the two treaties, each in a different language, contained different clauses. Ethiopia's treaty granted the nation significant autonomy, while the Italian treaty rendered Ethiopia an Italian protectorate. In 1893, Menelik II rejected the deceitful treaty, and Ethiopia entered into an increasingly tumultuous relationship with Italy, which culminated in the First Italo-Ethiopian War in 1895. Ethiopia underwent a period of swift and unexpected unity, setting aside national differences in alignment with a popular adage of the time. Of a black snake's bite you may be cured, but from the bite of a white snake you will never recover. Bloody battles ensued in the name of Ethiopia's hopeful independence, with the last straw being the Battle of Adwa on March 1, 1896, at which the Italians were vastly outnumbered. The two armies having comparable weaponry, the advantage of sheer size lent the hard-fought win to Ethiopia after tens of thousands of total casualties. This marked the first definitive win of an African army over a European one, greatly upsetting the European ideals of colonialism and white superiority and strengthening the notion of Ethiopian autonomy. Menelik II not only secured this monumental victory for Ethiopia, but also guided the nation into prosperity by establishing the first national bank and currency, a postal system, railroads, modern roads, electricity, and a modernized school system. Since then, Ethiopia has supported the decolonization of Africa and was one of the first nations to sign the Charter of the United Nations. After World War II, the national economy was bolstered by tourism and transport, driven by the nation's rich religious and historical destinations. Its capital, Addis Ababa, created by Menelik II, serves as headquarters to the African Union. Ultimately, it is clear that it is the work of great rulers, coupled with the efforts of Ethiopian citizens, that has made the country truly extraordinary, both 4,000 years ago and in the modern day.